got our first victim here. I mean opponent. Queue it up. I don't know that we're going to play a ton this evening, but we're going to play a match or two. I do have to sleep at some point. Yeah, this one looks great. Turn 1 Plow if they have a threat, and then turn 2 Bob Fadant, Thalia, or Stoneforge Mystic here. Old basic Plains pass. This could be miracles. Oh, wait. It's not allowed anymore. The ban list update did take effect on Magic Online, right? We be delvin'. Does it victim only really apply? That's fair. That's fair. Let's try and plow this. Would much rather this get dazed than Thalia get dazed. Sweet. I'm going to lead on the Verdant Catacombs here, and we're going to fetch a non-wastable land here. And then we're going to try and stick this Thalia. That'll make the Delver deck's life fairly miserable. Don't you know I have work early, right? I'm not going to be on too long. We're just going to play a match or two. Thalia, pretty good against the Delver deck. Non-creature spells cost them 1 more. It's unfortunate. Okay, we get to play this Stoneforge Mystic through a daze now. Go ahead and grab a Jitte out of my hand. Force my Stoneforge Mystic. Deal. Did I say him to Tourach? I meant him to Tourach. I'm going to leave this fetch land up because I really don't mind if they stifle this since I have another land in my hand. That's a touch awkward since we have a Liliana the Veil in our hand. Chrome Mox, not a fantastic hit. Huh. I think I'm just going to play the Dark Confidant out at this point. Play this and pass. Looking like the Zealous Persecutions in our reserve is going to do some work this game. This match, I should say, I guess. So every time they cast an instant or sorcery, they get to put something on top of their deck. Good chance they find a Lightning Bolt here to kill our Bob Fadant. This is a matchup where the Chrome Mox is board out. Definitely one of the more attrition-based matchups. Liliana's not stellar against these young Pyromancer tokens either. If this Bob gets to live, we're going to be in a good spot. Probe, sure. Probe paying life. Okay, I guess they have a ton of life, right? They must be able to cast all their cantrips if they draw them. Yep. It's possible I should have just like played the Liliana last turn and like tried to edict them. Are they shuffling? Chose not to shuffle, so I assume this Bob is dead. Yep. I have like plows and push here. We could like draw a removal spell into a Lingering Souls. Him to Tourach. Not exactly the time we're looking to draw that card. Let's go ahead and fetch another swamp here. Play this Liliana out. Crack our fetch land, sure. Show you that we have a 4th basic land in our deck. Oh, they're going to daze me in response. That makes sense. Okay. Good line by the opponent. We're pretty dead here regardless, but we definitely messed up that sequencing. That's good. Good line on the opponent's part. Definitely want the Zealous Persecutions, the Fatal Push. These Chrome Moxes can get out of here. Liliana the Veil is probably pretty terrible. Probably don't mind Council's Judgment. The Gideon's probably not the worst. I guess it's a little awkward against the Daze deck, but our deck's pretty resource heavy. As far as legacy decks go, at least. We've got 22. That's probably not good enough. The Ethersworn Canonist might be fine, actually, just as like a random way to like gum up their cantrips along with the Pyromancer. I don't hate that. I think I'm going to give this a try. Cut the Lilianas and the Chrome Moxes and bring in the Push, the Persecutions, and a Canonist and a Council's Judgment. Snapcaster Mage 2 potentially, sure. I don't think Snapcaster is too terribly popular. But yeah, Canonist definitely has upside, and it's going to be better against them than it is against us, that's for sure. Evening Agent. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Aaron. I'm extremely happy we have Zealous Persecutions on our board. I'm not sure this is a Hymn to Tourach matchup, actually. Maybe I want to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. Ooh, did we not get to save that? Oh, we did. Okay. I feel like maybe having more 1-mana discards pretty good. Like curving 1-mana discard into Bob Fadant's probably pretty reasonable. Yeah, let's swap those, actually. Get more things to do on the first turn. What matchups the Gideon for? The grindier matchups, like the Sultai decks, opposing Stoneforge Mystic decks, Death and Taxes. Pretty easy mulligan here, only a Wasteland as a land. This hand's like not exciting, but it's definitely a keep at 6. Get a Scry. That is perfect. Oh, now this hand could be good. To Duress on 1 here, into Copter, into Lingering Souls. Well, we're going to take the Spell Pierce away here. So our Copter can resolve next turn. I don't think discard's particularly bad against the deck that's full of counterspells. We've got like important cards that we want to force through. I could see maybe the Gideon being better than like the Hymn to Tourach, because that's kind of slow, but like turn 1 discard spell is pretty reasonable. Duress looks very reasonable here. Now our Copter gets to resolve next turn. I mean, I guess they could find a Force or a Daze here. Still gonna play the Copter on 2 though. The old Duress Copter Lingering Souls curve, right? Did they shuffle? Opponent chooses to shuffle. Okay, so less of a chance of them having something to... I'm going to grab a basic Plains here, just so we're pretty Wasteland insulated. Sweet. Copter resolved. Yep. So... they played Ponder... and get rid of the Spell Pierce. They played Volcanic Island. We don't actually know any of the cards in their hand since they cast Brainstorm. We have like kind of an idea, right? Like they probably kept the second Brainstorm. Sure. I think I boarded out all the double black cards. I guess I have Hymn to Tourach in my deck still. I think I want to fetch second white here as opposed to second black. Although next turn I might want to Flashback Souls plus Duress. Maybe I actually just want to get Scrubland here. I could see that. Although I guess I could bin this Duress to the Smuggler's Copter. It's probably just Scrubland. If they want to like Wasteland me next turn, I can Wasteland them back. If they have a Daze here, they're probably going to Daze this. Alright, screw this. This is the first time we are attacking with it. Literally haven't played a game with this deck before tonight, so. I would like to draw a card. What kind of question is that? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Been a swamp here. Get in for 3. Next turn we'll be able to spot check for a lightning bolt with the Duress before we push with the Copter. How lucky are we? Okay, they're going to brainstorm and respond, so that clears out everything that we knew in their hand. What's going on, Neo? Probably morning where you're at, right? This is late night for me. What did they reveal? They revealed a Force of Will, sure. No blocks. I'll have plenty of Lingering Souls tokens starting next turn. Plow, that's a good one. Let's start by... I'll play the Wasteland first. Maybe I'm supposed to hold on to that. To loot to the Smuggler's Copter. Infamous Neo with the 7-month Twitch Primary subscription. Thank you for the continued support, bud. I do appreciate it. Forked Bolt, Ancient Grudge. That's a touch awkward. I guess we're taking the Forked Bolt, right? We definitely don't want to wasteland them because they've got plenty of resources. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take the Forked Bolt here. Then let's plow this and then flashback Lingering Souls and attack them for 2. I did not take a screenshot that time because I'm an idiot. It shows me the cards that were in their hand though, right? Yeah, okay, sweet. So they have Force, Grudge, and then 2 lands. Seems pretty good for us. Hey, Rogue. Not crewing the Copter because we know my opponent is an Ancient Grudge, so... If they fetch a green source here, we might be able to wasteland them off of it. I'm assuming they're just grudging this to get it out of the way. So their hand is Force, land right now. They've already played 2 Brainstorms, so hopefully they don't draw another one to fix it. Yeah, that's the revealed zone here. So they played the Ancient Grudge. Man, trimming a Plow seems loose. Too much Leovold. That's fair, I guess. I mean, you need to kill Leovold, though, right? Maybe if they get to draw a card. Probably going to wasteland my Wasteland. That's fair. That lets them prevent me from taking them off the tropical island. Is this good? Is that good? If so, why? Why no Deathrite Shaman? The deck has a lot of 2-drops, which is why we're playing some Chrome Moxes as an accelerant. Like, the concept is like playing turn 1 Smugglers, Copters, and Dark Confidants and Stoneforge Mystics, as opposed to trying to accelerate into Lingering Souls and Liliana the Veil. There's links to the deck list below the stream. You can kind of look at how the curve plays out. The deck I'm playing is by no means, and you can see here, the deck I'm playing is by no means an established archetype. So, like, you know, take what I'm playing with a grain of salt. We're just, like, theory crafting for the most part. I can see this Gideon being better than a Hymn to Tourach. I'd bet that for $1. This last Hymn might just be kind of bad. I'm going to put 1 Liliana the Veil in. Screw it. Just leave the one mana discard. Alright, let's go. We did get to hit someone with the Smuggler's Copter already, though, so, you know, mission successful, I suppose. Seems a little soft to Wasteland. On the draw, though. Hopefully we draw a basic on the first turn, like a way to get a plains or just a plains. That way we can fetch basic swamp with this. You're not wrong, Neo. This thing hasn't changed in a long time. Deathrite Shamalaman, speak of the devil and he will appear. Hey, look, basic land. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna Thoughtseize here. Try and take a Pyromancer out of their hand, I think. Daze, sure. Something we're playing this game was gonna get dazed at some point. Might as well make it that card now. Worth noting, we can't fetch a basic plains with this, so our white source is gonna be exposed to Wasteland here for the time being. Smuggler's Copter. I'm going to play this, I think. And I think I'm just going to push this during my opponent's upkeep. This way, if they have a Spell Pierce, they have to spend the mana on their turn for it. So I'm going to go ahead. Cast Fatal Push here. Ponder, sure. Yeah, at some point. Well, there's only so much time in the day. This is... It's funny you mentioned all those decks. This is actually an archetype I played long before any of those. Chose not to shuffle, didn't have a play. Interesting. Duress is a fantastic draw. Oh, you know what? Maybe should have played the Wasteland here, so that way I could play through Spell Pierce. Yeah. Gurmag, Angler, Delver, Force. Well, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to take the opponent's creature -1/-1. Yeah, the profit loss is probably the snap take here. And then the question becomes, they 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going to take the profit loss, and they have Force, Delver. Huh. I think I'm just casting the Smuggler's Copter here. Kind of exposes us to Wasteland for the turn. Maybe I should just play the Thalia so they can't cantrip if they have it. The Thalia also guarantees if they play... No, I guess if they play Angler next turn... I think I'm just going to play Copter out here. Let's see how that goes. I imagine they're going to play Fish and then hold the Delver to pitch to Force. You think Thalia would get forced? I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of mana. Oh, can they go Delver into Fish here? That's pretty good. Hopefully we draw a land here, or a white source, so we can go Thalia into Stoneforge. Perfect. I'm going to play this and play my Thalia out. It says non-creature spells cost 1 more. Play the Stoneforge Mystic out. Get my Umezawa's Jurgit. I think I'm going to save the Smuggler's Copter to block. Can trade with Delver of Secrets. So you know they have Force right now. Forkbolt's a pretty good hit. I assume they're going to kill the Stoneforge Mystic here. They know I have the Jitte. Also, it looks like we don't want to discard either of these cards, but when you have Lingering Souls in your deck, the answer is always loot for reference. Do we think we want to loot? The answer is yes. Yes, we do. I don't know what Bone Picker does, so I guess I don't have an opinion. I really need to look over all the cards in the latest set more. I've mostly just been playing non-rotating formats, so... I don't think I want to try and trade Copter plus Thalia for this. I'm just going to take it for 5 here. Worker Bot's a Hex Bot. It's not going to be able to... It's not going to pull up magic cards. So I'm assuming the Stoneforge Mystic is about to die here. Costs 3 less to cast if any creature died this turn. Huh. That's really interesting. Sounds powerful. Yep, always SoCal. 100% of my streams are archived on my YouTube channel, which is linked in the stream information below. This is our 3rd Magic Online stream this week. We did a couple of Modern sessions. I'm going to be playing more Legacy, though. I think I'm playing Legacy at the Team Open in Louisville coming up for my group. I have to decide what they want to fork pull here. Both of these cards are pretty good. I got Jitte, so they might be thinking they can leave the Stoneforge Mystic there, not knowing I have the Batterskull in my hand. Okay, yep, sweet. Hopefully the Stoneforge Mystic gets to come back to my turn then. I cast Inquisition here. I guess this is kind of loose, right? Because I could loot it away to a Smuggler's Copter. Okay, sweet. So they just have Force. I think I'm going to waste them off their black source here. So they can't... I guess they can't cast another one of these anyways. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass here, I think. I should probably just kill the volcanic island, actually, right? So they can't play any more mountains. What do we think? I guess taking them off red keeps them off of Ancient Grudge, too. Yeah, I think I like that. The Ancient Grudge, I think, tips it in the favor of killing that land. It might even be worth just playing the Batterskull out now, although I want my opponent to attack. So if we get stifled, we get stifled here. I think that's fine. If they attack with both of these, I'm going to put the Batterskull into play, crew the Smuggler's Copter, and have Copter block the Insectile Aberration. Sweet. Yeah, because they don't actually know that I have the Batterskull. I got the Jitte with the Stoneforge trigger. Maybe I'm not supposed to trade here, but I feel like I kind of want to preserve my life total a touch. Might be a little defensive. It's a touch awkward. I think I'm supposed to bin the Plow because I know my opponent has a Force in hand, so if they drew a blue card, they can just force it. And the Jitte lets me attack through the Gurmag Angler anyways. Untapped land there would have been ideal. Go ahead and attack with this. Yeah, land would have been great there. Another question becomes, do I want to play the Dark Confidant or play the Jitte? I think I'm supposed to play the Dark Confidant out here, because this only gives them one chance to have drawn a blue card for the Force of Will. Which means I should have attacked with the Stoneforge Mystic, maybe? Nah, I think threatening the double block on the Gurmagangler is fine. And they know our last card is Jitte here. Daze, sure. So we get kind of punished here, but I think that's the best opportunity to try and stick the Dark Confidant since they only had one shot to draw one there. And I'm going to double here if they attack. Yeah, no attack is smart. Hey, look, a land is excellent, so that lets us Stoneforge this Jitte into play and equip it and push. Let's grab another Scrubland here. Play around Daze and other nonsense. So I'm going to offer the trade of a Germ plus a Jitte counter for the Gurmagangler. Getting counters on the Jitte is valuable for killing Pyromancers and Delvers in the future too. This card is so fair and balanced. There's a reason. I hear people talk about this card being able to be unbanned in Modern sometimes. It's like, you're crazy. Get out of here. Even if we hit a land next turn, we can just bounce and replay the Stoneforge Mystic. Brainstorms, I'm not on auto pass because I have this Jitte counter. I forgot about that. Brainstorm's definitely one of their better hits here. They find like Red Source plus Ancient Grudge. We suddenly have a game again. Yeah, and like Modern is like so troop based compared to Legacy. Like Legacy, there's a lot of decks that just like don't care about Umezawa's Jitte, and Modern, like most of the decks are creature decks. No decay, otherwise super punished. I mean, like, I don't think they usually play decay in these decks. Okay, it's our last card. Better be a good one. Better be a good one. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to their upkeep. Am I supposed to equip this? Yeah, I think I am. I'm gonna fetch this now. Used to run decay on the side. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm just going to pass to their upkeep here. I'm going to let them draw, that's fine. So you want to activate the Stoneforge Mystic before you return the Batterskull, and then you want to respond to the Stoneforge Mystic by return the Batterskull to your hand, because this way my opponent doesn't get a chance to kill my Stoneforge Mystic in response to me returning the Batterskull to my hand. It's a really small thing, but it could definitely like cost us a lot of tempo if they like drew a lightning bolt here. So the little things that can lose you percentage points. I'm going to go ahead and equip this to the Stoneforge Mystic and get my beat down on. Howdy, iPad. Yes, correct. Make sure you retain priority. If you're playing Paper Magic, explicitly state that you are maintaining priority. Things that are relevant for 100. The first time I saw someone explain that like you activate, hold priority, and then return it to your hand, it's just like, it's like one of those, it's like so small, but it's like one of those small rules things that like can earn you a lot of percentage points over the course of a lot of matches. Sweet. All right. On the scoreboard. Legacy League starting off better than our Modern Adventures did so far. Let's get drunk on the Deadguy Ale, ladies and gentlemen. My baby monitor just turned off. I'll have to check that out in the morning. It should be fine for the evening. We're not going to be up too late. It's already 11:30 here. I'll play 1 or 2 more matches probably. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for joining in wherever you're at in the world. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I am a TCG player and content producer, and you've landed on my Twitch page, maybe my YouTube page in the future. If you're enjoying what you see and you're new here, I'd encourage you to show support by using that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything and helps other people find my work and let you know when I'm going live and when I'm going live with. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to help me produce more of this content, there's a couple different ways you can do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch for varying amounts or becoming a patron on Patreon. There's information on how to do both of those things down below the stream along with the rewards they come with. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. For MTGO, my first sponsor is MTGO Traders. They would love to buy your MTGO cards or sell you some cards. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your orders. You can also order some Paper Magic gear from inkedgaming.com. They do custom mouse pads and playmats and stuff like that, and there's a discount code for that as well on my sponsors page. And finally, MTG Card Market would love to sell you Paper Magic cards or buy your Paper Magic cards. You can check them out with a discount code as well. What are my 3 favorite decks in Legacy? I have 2 favorite decks in Legacy right off the cuff, and they are Alurin and Mono Red Sneak Attack. And then this archetype and various Loam configurations are kind of near and dear to my heart because they're the first types of Legacy decks I've ever played. But my current favorites are definitely Alurin and Big Red. That play you did only dodge. Correct. Yeah, if they kill the Batterskull, I can't really play around that except by having 3 more mana up to bounce it again. We consider playing Baby Gideon this. That's actually a really interesting idea. That's a card that had slipped my mind when I was putting it together. That's definitely worth testing. Honestly, Baby Gideon, like, I could see a 1-1 split of that, like playing 1 in the main, 1 in the board even. That sounds really, really sweet, actually. We might have to give that a go at some point in a future league. We're locked into this list for the next 4 matches. No. By Loam variants, I mean really grindy Loam decks. Let me get you a link to what I mean by a Loam deck. I mean a good old classic grind your opponent into the dust, cast some devastating dreams Loam deck. Baby Gideon, I think they mean the 3-cost one, which I think does sound interesting. Second place. This is my favorite. This was my deck back in the day. This one right here. When I mean a Loam deck, that's the one I mean. I'll probably give something close to that a try here on stream at some point in the future. Yeah, I'm always here to answer questions. If I didn't want to field questions, I wouldn't stream the matches I'm playing. Legacy isn't quite as popular as Modern and Standard when I'm streaming, but I think it's the format I'm enjoying the most right now. I haven't played a lot of new Standard, but I definitely am enjoying Legacy more than Modern currently. Got us a live one. Hopefully it's not a repair after that little bit of a wait. That is not a repair. Sweet. I would love to go first. Thank you for asking. Man, this is a great Hearthstone hand. Just no resources, all curve. Easy mulligan. Last seen playing Burn. Well, this is actually like okay against Burn if we hit another land. So yeah, I'm gonna keep with a Scry, I think. Ding. They are, in fact, playing Burn, and we left a land on top of our deck. Got it. Get it. Got it. Good. Yeah, sweet. Let's play Stoneforge Mystic out here. Go get ourselves a Batterskull, just in case they don't have a way to kill this. Good guy, MTGO bot. Don't Searing Blaze me, bro. I would not like to pay. I would love to pay double red, but unfortunately I cannot. Second Goblin Guide. Show me some lands. Thoughtseize. Huh. It's a little awkward. I think we're going to go ahead and Inquisition here. Try and clear the way for this next. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to grab a Chain Lightning here, I think. Price of Progress we really don't care about. That being said, missing the third land drop here probably means we're dead. If we run off a land next turn, it can go like Stoneforge Mystic. Although I guess they're... Land, please. Lingering Souls. That's unfortunate. So probably just dead here. Eidolon. Yeah, we're dead to that. That's unfortunate. We did throw the Duresses on the board specifically for this matchup, so... Not specifically for this matchup, but they were a card that could potentially come in this matchup. Dark Confidant is not stellar. Thoughtseize is not stellar. And I think that's just a clean 6 for 6 here. I don't know if I want any of these other things in here. I hate Ethersworn Canonist. Yeah, let's just run it. Burn kind of preys on the type of deck that we're playing. I'm going to keep this. It's a little bit medium minus since we're going non-basic into non-basic. If we're lucky, they boarded the Price of Progress is out against us. I'm going to lead on this in case we have another black source. We can fire off these hymns. Yep. Didn't hit the black source. We get to play Thalia here on 2. Sure. That's pretty decent. Yeah, I think I'm just like taking the opportunity to him to Tourach them. This is basically says like gain 6, right? I think the odds of us being able to block next turn are low, and if they want to trade this one of these Monastery Swiftspears for my Thalia, I'm okay with that. Sweet. Thalia being kind of annoying for us here. I guess I'm going to attack first, right? Although I guess she could potentially block next turn. Yeah, I'm going to attack first because they might kill her inside of combat. I mean, they couldn't kill her last turn, so like my sequencing really didn't matter, I don't think. Fire Blast and Smash to Smithereens, sign me up. Alright. Wasteland's an okay hit here. We get to go ahead and play this Liliana the Veil out and edict my opponent here, I think. I'm going to leave this Thalia back to block at this point. Because if they kill this Thalia next turn, I can then play the Gideon ally of Zendikar on my next turn. Yeah, but I was kind of okay if they wanted to double block us last turn, I think. They attacking Liliana here. Sign me up. That's a good hit. Play my standard all-star. Create a white knight. Sure, you have an Eidolon. I could have another smash here, I suppose. Yeah, this might be a little aggressive. I probably should have checked with the Inquisition first. We were at a high enough life total. This could definitely get us into trouble. Yep. Fuck this up. Messed it up, and now they get to free block on the Swift Spear as well. Yep. I should have, probably should have equipped it to the Gideon itself there. Don't draw Price of Progress. Please and thank you. Okay, let's see where they send this. Definitely messed this game up. Nope. Okay. The good news is we get to... I think I'm just jumping here. Seems reasonable. Let's leave the Wasteland up here so that way we can Wasteland ourselves in response to a... Price of Progress. Alright, so we need to fade... We need one brick in their next 2 draws. Remember that time... and we had a horrible mistake and was instantly punished for it? Bridge Farm remembers. Alright, well that's not the brick we were looking for. Well, casting spells is no longer on the table. They can force a chump block here. Interesting, okay. Alright, well. This is it. One big brick city for me, baby. One big brick city. Give them a trooper a land. Get a game 3. Nope, dead. Yep. GG's opponent. Like I said, Burn's kind of a medium deck in Legacy. It's designed to beat up on decks like what I'm playing and the Sultai decks in the format, so you just like lose to the faster combo decks. Like, yeah, you could say, like, my opponent hit runner there, but, like, I also should have just, like, Inquisitioned them before playing the Jitte that turn, and then, like, the Jitte gets to get online and just, like, destroy them. We definitely could have won that game if I sequenced my Inquisition properly. That's what I just got done talking about. In fact, if I Inquisition before I put that Jitte into play there instead of being greedy and like just going for it, we almost certainly win. And, like, you know, even if we win that game, then we have to, like, play a game 3 on the draw, where we're likely just going to die. It's definitely a matchup where, like, having access to a Deathrite Shaman would help. Ways to gain little bits of life. Yeah, they need to draw Eidolon and have it dodge therapy. Like, they only have, like, one relevant card in the matchup. You could wait to queue until I queue in if you're watching the stream. I'd prefer not to play the same match over and over again. Seems medium minus. Dum 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 dum. K Smith with the 300-point cheer. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. I lied to you. I said I wasn't going to stream tonight, and then And then here I am. I got my other stuff done a little bit faster than expected, so I figured I'd play a match or 2 or 3 before we go to bed. Just gotta get Van Meter and I finished recording our Hex video to go up next Monday. Good stuff. Good stuff. Ip ip cheerio. Ooh, another different opponent. Exciting, exciting. On the draw this time. Yeah, sounds great. Opponent mulligan, we get to him to Tourach them on turn 1 off this Chrome Mox. Oh, geez. Are they going to have a hand left to Chrome Mox, to him to Tourach? They might not. I guess if they don't have a hand left, we just, like... Recruiter the guard, sure. Neat. So they're playing some kind of stompy deck. Yay, fast mana mirrors. 10 out of 10 hemming my opponent to almost nothing. I mean, no one likes Magic Online, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so like here's a question. Do I him my opponent here? Or do I just double Thoughtseize them? Thoughts? We're playing this, and like, do I void the him? I feel like I kind of want to save the hit points, right? And I can probably Thoughtseize them next turn. They're probably not playing both their cards out. Yeah, so I'm gonna void the Thoughtseize. And then go ahead and him my opponent here. And then next turn we can probably plow plus play Thoughtseize. Always him, right? Yeah, I mean, they're playing Soldier Stumpy, right? Yeah, but I mean, like, if we're playing 2 Thoughtseizes there, we're voiding the him. Hopefully they can't play both of the cards in their hand. Chalice of the Void on 1, that's pretty good. Good thing we have this Copter and this Liliana of the Veil. Let's draw land here. Stoneforge Mystic, that's arguably better than a land. Actually, I think I'm just going to play the Smuggler's Copter here. Yeah, I'm going to play Smuggler's Copter, and then next turn I can go Stoneforge, get my thing, Crew Copter, attack, loot. Oh, come on, don't hit good things. We put a soldier, okay, sure. Okay, right, Burn deck wants to play against the Ancient Tomb deck. Ooh, is that good? If so, why? Yes, probably just want a Batterskull at this point. Crew my Copter with my Stoneforge Mystic. Yes, please. Okay, sure. We did not hit the land drop I was looking for. Hopefully this doesn't screw us. What does this do? Other soldiers. That's pretty gross. Can you just brick for 1 turn? God bless. Just gonna pass the turn here. Okay, so this is gonna go let them get anything they want basically here. Almost anything. I guess it doesn't get the captain. This is an update of Deadguy Ale, that is correct. Old favorite. Because they technically don't have this Thalia in their hand right now. What you get an opponent. Choice is yours. Palace, Jailer, Exile target creature an opponent controls until an opponent becomes the monarch. Exile target creature until an opponent becomes the monarch. Okay. So if they attack, I'm going to let this trigger happen. Well, now that they didn't attack, I'm going to activate this and put this Jitte into play. Which seems great for us. Hymn to Tourach. Things that also seem great for us. How about I just take you 2 cards away? Is that good? If so, why? Do I want to crew the Copter here? I don't think I do. I think I want to leave it on defense. Remember, Copter gets the loot when it blocks for some reason. Opponent concedes. The Smuggler, Copter, Umezawa's Jurgit lock is too much. I'm going to pull some of this removal. Disenchant and Council's Judgment seem excellent. Maybe I just want some of the discard for turn 1. I can always loot it away like we did there. That's probably fine. I probably just want the Thoughtseizes, actually. This is probably good enough. The Gideon might be fine, too. It's kind of clunky. Does Thalia hurt me more than it hurts them? Probably. Make this switch, maybe. Let's give this a go. I don't think I want to cut all the Thalias, but... The Copter trades with the creature it's blocking. It seems like medium minus. It's pretty reasonable if they don't have a turn 1 Chalice. That's like okay even if they do. We've got a Vindicate. Sure. Turn 1 Thalia. That's pretty good. I guess I should have seen that coming. We have plenty of basic lands in our deck, so sign me up. Likely a Wasteland deck with Thalia in it, too. Sure. Your spell cannot be countered. He's going to fetch basic planes here so he can't draw it. Get my auto pass on. Get to take their best soldier out of their hand so the captain can't cheat it in next turn at least. Hopefully they don't have 2 scary ones here. They have exactly 1. Sign me up. They just have a plains left in their hand right now. Get to play Jitte next turn into Vindicate into Gideon. What'd you draw? That's pretty good. Alright. Little Lady Thalia of my own. Oh, these all enter tapped. Ha! Guess I can play her, right? I do think I have a bunch of basics in my deck. Oh, they can just... Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. I think I'm going to cut all of my Thalias. Seems real bad. I think I'm going to bring in these Fatal Pushes. That's probably reasonable. We can just loot them away if they... Or Liliana them away or something if they have the Chalice. This is a flavor fail, right? So we can Thoughtseize on 1. A lot of times, like, the deck my opponent's playing doesn't have a lot of really powerful things in it. The Chrome Mox is basically a mulligan, but we can also, like, loot it away with the Copter, and we've got 2 draws to draw a troop to crew it. Seems a little loose. Yeah, whatever. You have a lot of good draws. What do you got here? Am I just taking their Chrome Mox? I think I'm taking the Chrome Mox. It's like slows his hand down a ton. Let's draw a creature next turn, or Liliana the Veil. It's unfortunate. The good news is, if we draw any colored card, we can play Chrome Mox next turn and then play the Batterskull. Oh, they have a Thalia here though, right? So, yeah, I probably should have played... Oh, I should have played the Karakas, right? Because I could bounce this Thalia here. Yeah, that's a huge mistake, actually. That we're not getting punished for. God bless. I'm gonna fetch a swamp. I know I'm not used to all the play patterns in Legacy just yet. I definitely wanted the you are 110% correct. I should have played the Karakas. Captain, sure. Stoneforge Mystic. There's a certain amount of irony in Chrome Moxing a Stoneforge Mystic to play a Batterskull sooner. That is not lost on me. I guess I could have just played the Stoneforge Mystic, and then I could have played the Stoneforge Mystic and then like gotten Jitte and played that. That might have been better. Yeah, this was probably a little too aggressive. Yes. Dang. It's probably going to work out for us. But, yeah, that was probably... My line here was probably bad. You could have, like, had my cake and eaten it too, just like with the Batterskull being a turn slower. That doesn't kill anything currently. Let's do... Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to kill this captain here. Confidant is a great draw, because let's just screw the Copter this turn. We could turn on push by bouncing Batterskull. That's hilarious. I would love to loot. Thank you. Yep, been that. Could have used push after the judgment. Why? Opponent packs it in. All right, sweet. Let's see if we can get a fourth match here. Kind of don't want to queue into any of the people we've already played against, though. Might just wrap it. It's midnight. I should probably be a responsible adult and go to bed. My children are going to be squirming around in 6.5 hours. Yeah, Revolt, one of our things, has to have left the battlefield, not one of their things. Hey, Pete Day. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, that's good to know, Debate Bro. Thank you for the update. Remember, if you want to see more Magic content after I sign off from myself, you should check out my YouTube channel. I had 2 other Magic Online streams this week, and we did a paper Magic stream last week. 100% of my streams get archived on the YouTube channel there, so it's one of the reasons I don't stream with music like a lot of people do, is because I know a lot of people are in different time zones and like to catch my things at different times of day, so you can check all those replays out on the YouTube channel. If you're new here and you're enjoying what you see, remember to use that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. I do appreciate that. Appreciate everyone just stopping by and tuning in. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. So thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. Matt was working at the shop in my town. Last time I was hitting the local shop. You still talking to him? All right, so you mean you live in Bloomington? Because I live in Bloomington, and I still talk to Matt. Matt's good people. He's on my Hex TCG testing team. Four for four and different opponents on the draw again here. Yeah, seems fine. Turn one Thalia. The 2-1-0-0 pairing. The old GP Charlotte pairing, but you know, it's probably fine. Let's see what our opponent's doing here. Depending on what we draw and what they start on, we might play the Gideon one as opposed to the Thalia. I guess we could always play the Gideon 2, right? Because we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 resources. So the problem with Smuggler's Copter in Modern is that there's just a ton... There's a ton of bolts in Modern. That's funny, I've been here probably less than that, yeah, since 2012. Oh, Bloomington is definitely home here. I think I actually want to lead on Confidant now, right? It's like never not Confidant on one, I feel like. Maybe I should play the Thalia, just like, this can't get Abrupt Decayed. There's definitely merit to playing the Thalia, it's just like, I would love to start drawing cards with this Confidant. Watch us, like, die to a storm here or something. Some kind of land stack. There's the Abrupt Decay, yep. I think I want to play around Wasteland here. We could get Abrupt Decay on this, but it kind of sucks either way. I probably should have played the Thalia. Yeah, usually Lum with the Cabal Pit here. If we get a land next turn, we can go Gideon to Thalia. Also go Gideon to Flashback Souls. Getting the Thalia online is probably not the worst. Hey look, played around the Wasteland, God bless. Chalice of the Void on 0. Well, 10 out of 10, going to take this opportunity to Vindicate a Silven Library. Hey, the Spellweaver with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Welcome. This is probably a Thalia out matchup. It's definitely a Chrome Mox out matchup. The Chrome Mox is basically board out in every matchup that's not a resource denial or combo matchup. These are just like to help accelerate us a little bit. Is that a good draw? If so, why? Our Chrome Mox fooled the opponent to playing a worthless Chalice, right? God bless. That's pretty good. Land. Nice. Nice. This is the land I summoned to my hand. Grab a Plains. Play the Jurgit. Equip the Jurgit. Start smashing. We get another land next turn. We get to play the Batterskull. Magic Online desperately needs an attack with all hotkey. Trigger. So their knight's active now. See if they have an abrupt decay for our Jitte. Let's gain some life with it. Keep beating them down in the air. A second Silven Library, okay. I think if I get the chance, I'm going to try and just push damage with this Jitte next turn. Nick Fit. I don't think they're playing Nick Fit. I'm pretty sure they're just on some kind of loam variation. 2 cards left in their hand here. Why is that in their deck? I guess it's a slight... That seems so much worse than the other Cycle lands. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't use my Jitte because there's probably a Maze of Ith in their deck. So we have 4 counters on the Jitte, but we still can't kill the knight with it because they could Wasteland themselves and they could knight something into a fetch land here. So not going to try and do that. See what they get here. Oh, we're just getting comboed? I guess we can block the combo for a few turns with these spirits, right? That makes sense. The old stage depths. Man, back in my day, loam decks had to grind, then get to combo kill nerds. What is this nonsense? Tom with the host. Welcome to people coming over for Tom's channel. Sorry we're playing other card games tonight, not Hex. We'll be back on the Hex plan tomorrow morning. I guess stage depth should have been on my mind and I should have used my Jitte counters last turn. It definitely wasn't, and that was a mistake. I'm just going to crew this. Yeah, I can gain life above 20. You're not wrong. I think I'm going to ship with the Copter, 2 spirits, and this one as well. I would love to loot. Thank you. Yeah, so if I would have hit them for 4 extra last turn. If I would have hit them for 4 extra last turn, I would have been killing them this turn. So that was definitely a mistake on my part. Yeah, sure, they can block with Merit Liege, but like they're taking a buck ton of damage to do so, right? Yeah, like they're taking 5. Like I'm fine training a spirit. No, it's fine. The Jitte has like 6 counters on it now, so like I can gain life with the Jitte. Oh, I guess the knight is lethal, right? Okay, that's a mistake. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the knight of the reliquary. Oh, and I should have equipped this to here actually. Oh yeah, we're just dead on board, right? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. We're dead on board because of the Cabal Pit. Should have equipped this, and then we're not dead on board, but you're right. I should have left another Spirit back. Or the Thalia back. We'll make our opponent do it, but it definitely fucked up. Pardon my French. Mistakes were made. There's this weird correlation between making mistakes and losing the game. Definitely gonna be the last match of the night. It's after midnight here, and we're gonna go to bed. No guarantee that I don't mess it up if I'm conscious, but, you know, probably a slightly better chance. Get games 2 and 3 here. What's going on, Maddie? I don't know if, I mean, this deck's probably much worse than Allurin. I'm very, very likely playing Allurin at the open. I just wanted to screw around with this deck because I like it. We are dead on board, so opponents got to figure out what they want to do here. If they want to go for it or not. We could theoretically have like a plow in hand, right? Sure. Because I did leave myself dead on board, so like maybe they're thinking like I'm not a stone cold idiot. But no, the truth is I'm a stone cold idiot. Yep. Allurin is a great deck. I agree. So made 2... So they're hitting us for 30. It's actually exactly lethal, because I can gain 12. God, what a beating. Okay, so the cards going off the top of our deck didn't matter, but definitely foobarred that in a couple different ways. Extra Fatal Push sounds good. Thalia doesn't seem particularly great. Hymn to Tourach's probably fine. I don't think I want Chrome Mox in this matchup. Yeah, they can Wasteland themselves for 2 more. That is correct. Do you want a couple Surgical Extractions? That's probably not the worst. They're definitely a Loam deck, but like they're less all in on the Loam plan. Maybe just like 1. Like just the tip. I don't hate Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize better than Surgical? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know that Surgical's worth it. I think I just want the Thoughtseize. Let's do it. So that game was very, very winnable. And I managed to take it and kick it out of the park. I might have Punishing Fire. That's fair. Punishing Fire is real annoying. Let's do at least 1 for now. We'll see. I see Punishing Fire and we get a 3rd game wall. What's going on, Echoes? Team seems great, right? Got Inquisition on 1, Dark Confidant on 2. Got a Fatal Push in here. Need some more resources. Hopefully we only see 1 piece of removal and no discard spells. We took a mulligan. That's good for us. Send them out. What you got? What you got? What you got? Chalice, Mox, Silven Library. I think I'm just taking the Silven Library here. It's the card that unmulligans them, basically. They're going to get to stick a Chalice, but I don't think we really care about that. Oh, that's cute, Rogue. I didn't think about that. Wasteland. I was thinking, like, I really don't want a Surgical, like, after the fact, but, like, the fact that you could Wasteland that is a big deal. Sure. Chalice we knew was coming. We can just discard things like Fatal Push to Liliana. We can also Vindicate this at some point too, right? So we're going to get 2 shots at a chance to draw our 1 copy of Surgical here. That seems real good with the Chalice out. They're so fun. Andrew thought it was a couple minutes. This stream's way behind. 2 shots at a land here. Bob Fadant says that's oh, that's awkward. All right. So he saw Stoneforge Mystic. He saw Plow. Okay. So this needs Threshold before I can kill something, so that's good for us. Hopefully we get another draw step with this Dark Confidant. You have a Knight? That's really unfortunate. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, that's fair and balanced. Good hits, opponent. What a fucking tilt. There's just nothing we could do about this game. This Dark Confidant's just about to like get up and run away with it. Another Mox Diamond. It's good. It's a dead hit at least. This not even greedy. We're on 22 lands. Hey. I think I'm obligated to get Scrubland here. Don't. I guess if they Dryad Arbor me, I can Wasteland it, right? So let's just play this and kill his Bob. There's a Chalice of the Void on 1. It's funny. The number of people that posted comments on my Chord video yesterday, or from 2 days ago, asking about why I hadn't cast a Chord while there was a Grafdigger's Cage in play. It was just like insane. Just like, come on, people. What's going on? Alright, we have a game again. The Cabal Pit is now active. If they have a Wasteland of their own, we could be in trouble because they can cut us off our white source. They don't cut us off the white source. Yeah, that's pretty good. So Liliana just got a whole lot worse. Oh, we have Surgical Extraction though, right? Yeah, I guess that's not too bad for us then. Okay, Plains is a decent pickup here. So I can go Vindicate this plus my Liliana. Yeah, that seems fine. Oh, I guess I could also just like play Stoneforge. Now I think I want to Surgical the Loam here. Am I bidding a Fatal Push? I feel like I am. They're getting to discard a land, which feels kind of bad for us. I'm going to Surgical during their upkeep, just in case they have a cycle land in their hand. I'm going to hold the Plow up in case they draw a Knight of the Reliquary to play up. I don't think they got back a cycling. I should have been keeping track. I wasn't. Make sure you click the one in the crypt. Okay, and they are out of gas again here. They do have Punishing Fire in their deck, so I probably want the other Surgical Post board. Bobs. They board their knights out? Looks like they boarded their knights. Oh, no, I'm dumb. Their knights are right there. Okay. Okay. Opponent said big fan in chat, and this is actually a variation of the Lum deck I've played before. What you got? You got a Plow for the next threat, which feels good. Oh, do they really draw Punishing Fire? Tilt. I was like, what is going on? What cost this much mana? They did technically, they did kind of draw Knight of the Reliquary. Just get that out of here. Am I okay trading half a Lingering Souls for a Mox Diamond? I feel like I'm not. They're out of loam, so I'm just going to Wasteland them off this Cabal Pit and then play the Stoneforge Mystic out. It's kind of excessive if they draw a removal spell for the Stoneforge Mystic. Hopefully they don't. I could just like let them Cabal Pit the Stoneforge Mystic, like hope to draw land to play the Batterskull, especially since I drew Lingering Souls. I guess if they kill the Stoneforge, they like mop up the Liliana, but then I get to go Souls into Jitte, and like eventually play Batterskull down the line. Hey, McCullough. Sweet. That's good for us. Now, if we hit a land next turn, I might plus this so we can go Batterskull plus Lingering Souls in the same turn. Inquisition. Yep, 10 out of 10 playing that. Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to push the Liliana there and bin this, actually. Whoa! Why didn't you play the Green Sun Zenith? That worked out so well for us. I feel like you're just supposed to snap off the Green Sun Zenith there. Maybe they wanted to get Pride Mage after I put the Gideon into play. Alright, the game's not over yet, but feeling pretty good about what's going on so far. The other last two cards are Moxes. I'd like to put this one into play. Make a thing. Or do they have a Rex Sage? That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I probably should have just... We probably cut a Liliana in this matchup. Well, I guess she's like reasonable, right? Like just like killing their threats. We probably just want to be as removal dense as possible, which means Liliana's fine. Like her plus is pretty mediocre in this matchup, but outside of that, just like even if she gets just like 2 edicts out of her, she's probably fine. Yeah, Karakas is just like randomly great in Legacy. There's a lot of incidental things that it does like that. I guess pushing the Liliana there gives us an edict for whatever their follow-up is, which would be kind of nice. Toxic Deluge for 8. Yep. Things that are legal plays. She's the answer to the 2020. Yeah, that's fair. No, not really. I mentioned that I probably should just like played the Gideon and equipped it. I probably should have traded the sword for a Lily token there. Well, I can kill the Karakas now, so I guess I'm glad I didn't. Sure. We know their last two cards are Mox Diamonds. Let's just give this +2/+2 twice. Let's fit. We might want 2 more surgicals in our deck, honestly. Like, surgically, their knights also isn't the worst. How about Pernicious Deed at Embercool? I watched a Nick Fit player do that one time. Him to Tourach's probably not very good in this matchup, right? And, like, I know these get Chalice for Wand, but, like, a lot of our stuff gets Chalice for Wand. Just leave a couple hymns in. Seems like fine on turn 2. It never gets a Knight of the Reliquary, though. Yeah, I'm going to bring in the Thoughtseizes. We can bend them to Lilies and Smuggler's Copters. Let's give this a go. PC in. So we're 1-1 in this match now. We almost certainly would have won the first game if I played a little bit tighter. Seems very good if we don't get Chalice for Wand. It's like medium even if we do. Okay, deal. I'm pretty sure we want a Thoughtseize on one here so we don't get Chaliced on the second turn. Less likely to get Chaliced on the second turn. Double Punishing Fire. You think any number of players from MTGO will chart Hex as you playing Magic? I mean, probably. I mean, Magic players try Hex all the time because I recommend it. Thankfully, our hand is really, really insulated against Wasteland, which is great. This does give them red mana to cast the other Punishing Fire. We brought in... can I view my sideboard? Yeah, I brought in 3 surgicals, right? Yeah, I brought in 3 surgicals. I didn't bring in the 4th surgical. I did decline bringing in the 4th surgical, so it's definitely something that happened. Smuggler's Copter, huh? I think that's the play. Yeah, we're almost certainly going to kill this before we do anything, right? I think I'd rather Lily on it than try and... They're going to cycle that, sure. So they have Fire Savannah in their hand and then 3 cards I don't know. You're not wrong. This is definitely far less pleasant to look at than Hex. Magic's fun though, so you know we're gonna make a thing of it. We'll make it work. This is kind of unfortunate. It means that they can fetch Dryad Arbor in response to the Liliana Edict. Definitely want to play a Swamp here. Do I want to just plow this? It's really resource inefficient. They have red mana anyways. I think I'm going to play the Stoneforge and just get a Jitte and then crew the Copter here. Oh, looted looking for white mana. That's a good suggestion. We thankfully did not get punished by drawing white mana, but if we did draw a white source there, we would have gotten punished. You are completely correct that that would be a good sequence. I'm going to discard the extra Liliana here. Pass. Probably going to eat my Thoughtseize in step here. Punishing Fire. Stoneforge Mystic. Hopefully we can hit a Surgical before they hit a Grove. P-Fire is real good against our deck. I mean, yeah, there's always a small delay. Twitch is not delayless. Usually less than a minute, though. Them cracking that fetched lands. We don't know any of the cards in their hand right now. No, we know they have a Savannah in their hand, and then they got 3 cards we don't know. The fact that they cracked that fetch means this Liliana gets to eat this Deathrite. Knight here wouldn't be bad for us, because we have Plow plus Liliana. Dark Confidant also fine. Dark Confidant of our own. So I think I want to go Plow. I'm going to lead on Dark Confidant, Crew Smuggler's Copter. Yeah. Get an attack in. Again, hoping to dodge that Grove with the Burn Wolves for as long as possible. Thoughtseize kind of punish for how we tapped our lands. Probably don't want to cast that anyways, though, right? Yeah, I feel like I don't. Yep, damage. Jim Davis with the auto host. Welcome, folks. Coming over from Jim's stream. I plow their Dark Confidant so they don't draw an extra card. Do I want to Wasteland them? Nope, Wastelanding them is not profitable because they have a Deathrite Shaman still, so I'm just going to hang tight for now. Google it. I think you play the Jitte. No, I don't think so. I think we want to just smack them with Smuggler's Copter. Wastelanding the Loam deck is generally not a great idea. Wasteland can also interact with their combo, which is nice. Them drawing that is not stellar for us. Hopefully we draw a land here in one of these 2 draws. Perfect. I think that means we want to equip the Jitte now. They don't have removal, obviously, right? Or they would have killed the Dark Confidant. So now we can equip, we can crew the Smuggler's Copter, and then equip it with the Umezawa's Jitte. This card's really good, in case anyone was wondering. Yeah, I kind of tapped our lands wrong. I think leaving the Wasteland up is correct here, though. We'll just kill their thing with the Jitte counters. Just playing all the banned cards. I should take a screenshot of this, just like, this is just glorious. Just the fairest of things in Legacy. Give that minus a counter. Give that minus a thing. Alright, so that's dead. We're going to 11 here. Beep beep. Vehicles OP, please nerf. WotC, please nerf. Got Scavenging Ooze. That's fine. Can fatally push that nerd. Don't kill me, Bob. Don't kill me now. Ooh. Shows me a plow deal. Cast on that one. Sure. Sure. So they technically have a Dryad Arbor here that they could equip, put up. Bob revealed the land. God bless. They don't know about the plow. Good catch. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and play Gideon. Does that do anything for us? Yeah, it puts them on a pretty quick clock, right? I guess I should. My sequencing here has just been super sloppy, right? Like, it's like the worst. Like, this turn has just been like the definition of poor sequencing. If anyone's ever going to write a book on poor sequencing, this turn would definitely be in it. This deck would 10 out of 10 play Hero Fall, right? Do I want extra Wasteland? I don't think I do at this point. I didn't attack with the Dark Confidant because this is a Dryad Arbor. Doesn't look like a Dryad Arbor, but it is for reference. We didn't crew with the token because I didn't want to attack Dark Confidant into Dryad Arbor. Got Toxic Deluge for 2. Sure. So they're dead if we draw a troop here. Because we get to crew the Copter and attack with Gideon. Is he legendary?
There's a 5/5 soldier ally that's still... Nowhere does that say legendary. Until end of turn, Gideon allies and Zendikar is a 5/5 human soldier ally. I'm gonna just look this up on anyone. They can't Karakas my Gideon as a thing, right? Gideon becomes a 5/5 human soldier ally that's still a planeswalker. No, they're not. Planeswalkers are different than legendary. Like, I'm pretty sure planeswalkers are not legendary. We drew a troop here, so we're gonna try and kill him. Well, yes, I would love to draw a card. Oh, no. GG's opponent. Planeswalkers are different than legendary. That's what I thought. All right. Look at that. We know how magic works. All right. So we're 3-1, but it is 20-1, so I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Remember, if you didn't get to see all the matches that we played here this evening with this deck, you can check the archive on my YouTube channel that will publish tomorrow morning. If you're really anxious to see that and don't want to wait for it to go up on YouTube, my Twitch subs do get early access to the archives here on Twitch. But otherwise, you can wait until the morning to see it on YouTube. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the couple of new subs that we had and the resubs, and welcome to the new followers. If you are a new subscriber, be sure to check out the subs only Discord server as well. We also had a new Patreon pledge during that stream as well. Patrons also get access to the Discord server. So I will be back tomorrow afternoon about 11 hours from now with my normal Thursday afternoon Hex stream. So have a good night, folks.